This episode, without a doubt, is our biggest ever episode. We have 3 games left remaining of our Premier League season. We are 16th place, 4 points clear of the relegation zone, but we have to play Wolves, and they are 2 places above us. We also have to play, I want to say Brighton. I think it's Brighton, and I probably should know who we're finishing. I think it might even be Burnley, you know. It is. It's Wolves, Brighton and Burnley. We are playing our match on the Sunday against Wolves. It means Brentford are playing Villa. Brentford still can get something. Forest are playing Man United. Forest can still get out of this as well. Burnley are playing Man City. You have to hope that Manchester City can do something really helpful there. So we're going to go forward to after these results, and then we will play our first match of the episode. We might be playing 3 matches in this episode, just so you're aware, if the video is 45 minutes long. Right, bad news. Man City and Burnley drew 3-3. Forest lost, which is good. Brentford and Villa drew 2-2. I miss Leeds in the middle. They are still kind of in this relegation scrap, although we are arguably the highest of the teams scrapping for relegation right now. But they lose against Arsenal, so they could find themselves being dragged into this. Right, let's go forward. Let's play Wolves. If Wolves win their game, they are safe. So they really must be looking to beat us. You probably know the starting 11 by this point because it's basically the same. Actually, we'll do one quick change. It is going to be Pedicic, Barton, Dijkstra, Chariot and Greg, Elliott and Bean, Darko and Moreno, Santallan and Allen. I mean, I'm wondering if we swap those 2 round. Is that a good idea? I know star-wise, we should have had it the other way round, but I'm wondering whether Santallan is slightly... Maybe as a pressing forward, he might score some goals. I don't know. I'm chatting nonsense. Let's play Wolves. Once again, it is another TV match. We are raking in the TV money. I guess that is some good thing from being in a relegation scrap. If we're mid-table, we wouldn't be having half of these matches on TV. Wolves have won 4 of their last 5. Not really something I'm looking forward to playing against now, is it? I thought we might have had a chance against Wolves because they're down the wrong end of the table. Maybe not. Also, I've just seen Brentford are technically relegated, which means Forest probably aren't far off being relegated themselves, which means there is only 1 spot on potentially 3 teams that can fall into it. It is a free kick to Wolves in a very ridiculous position. Taylor's going to be the man to take it. It's hit the post or bar, one of the 2. Counter-attack time. Here we go. Santallan back to Darko. We've got the numbers, possibly. Darko's going out wide to the right-hand side, which is probably what you want him to be doing. 3 in the box, crosses in. Moreno's there. He's not going to get on the end of it, and it's cleared. Another highlight, starting with us. Darko has it on the right-hand side, because that's where he plays. It would be weird if he had it on the left. Santallan, through ball, finds Moreno. Moreno's effort almost finds the top corner. He needs to score goals. He's really struggling to get the confidence, I guess that's what it is, to score some goals, because he's ridiculously good. He's just not doing what I want him to be doing. It's probably not Take, it's Take. It's Kubo, I think, actually. Arshavin to McTominay as a superb tackle from Elliott. It was a dodgy tackle, but he got it nonetheless. Santallan's nicked the ball off Juan Foyth as well, but that is a superb tackle by Juan Foyth. This is back and forth. Ruiz is in on goal. He's taken it past Pedicic, tucks the ball away, and Wolves take the lead. I'm starting to think that this formation doesn't work in the Premier League. I say it doesn't work. It doesn't work in the Premier League with the players that we have. Barton's going to get on the end of this. We've got 4 in the box. Barton's our right back, by the way. Why was he there? Barton again finds Darko. Back to Barton. Someone cross it? Anyone. Barton, what are you going to do? Finds Darko again. He's crossed the ball in. Moreno's there. Moreno hits the bar. Still not really close to half-time, are we? 15 minutes left to play. Barton's ball doesn't find Allen, and now Wolves can possibly start themselves a counter-attack. Arshavin, long ball forward. Ruiz was offside. If he wasn't offside, he's cheating. It's 2-0, but he has to have been offside. He was offside. I imagine it was by a fair distance. Yeah, it's a good few feet, wasn't it? Well, it looks like our half-time team talk might need to be something a little bit special because we are playing poorly. Barton's on a 6.2. How can you be playing so badly and we're only 1-0 down? Moore has loads of space on the right-hand side. Crosses in. Taylor's there. Pedicic, lovely television save, mate. You didn't need to do it because now you're off your line for that one. It's 2-0. We are determined to make this difficult, aren't we? We are absolutely determined to make this difficult for ourselves. Taylor, I assume, is the one who's causing problems for Barton. I mean, Thrash Arms, you've been terrible. We've been absolutely appalling. Barton, you know, I'm just taking you off. I'm not even risking it. You've got a yellow card. You're playing poorly. We'll drop Duncan Elliott to right back, and we'll do Robbie Finnegan. Yeah, we'll do Robbie Finnegan playing in that central midfield role as the ball winner. Do we do another change? Rory Allen's playing badly. I'd need to remember to put Keith on the bench. Bean's also having a shocker. This is an option. This is an option. Right, we're doing some stupidness. So, Rory Allen goes to midfield. Brynjarsen comes on. Moreno moves up to a striker, and we'll swap you two round. Sure. 2 subs at half-time, and we've kept a player who's on his 6.3 on the pitch and changed his position. It might make a difference, I don't know. Elliott's going for a run off towards the right-hand side. Our new right-back, forward to Santallan, controls it well. His effort is superbly blocked by Liete. It is going to be a corner. Brynjarsen is going to be taking the corner towards Finnegan at the front post, and somehow he's hit that wide. I don't know how he's managed to do that. Brynjarsen with another corner, this time from the opposite side, and Finnegan's headed effort straight into the hands of Aaron Ramsdale. Is that the highlight? I don't think it is. Ramsdale's going for a run. It is obviously 2-0 to Wolves, so realistically, we've got 20 minutes to find at least 2 goals. I don't think we've had too many shots on target, so my hope for this match is to not concede any more than 2. Finnegan to Allen, playing in the middle, back to Dijkstra, back to Finnegan, back to Dijkstra, back to Charrier. We're going the wrong way, guys. By the way, we are playing a positive mentality as well, which might also be an issue why we're struggling in the Premier League. Darko through ball finds Santallan. He's in on goal. He has to score. How has he not scored that? And now the corner's probably going to find Finnegan and probably going to go over the bar or get saved or something. It was Finnegan. It's gone over the bar. We have an XG of 1.33. In the second half, we have showed up and done nothing apart from miss good chances. That's all we seem to have done. Brynjarsen there. He's determined to make a name for himself, stealing the ball down the left-hand side. There's 3 in the box. A 4th might be joining. Brynjarsen's been given a kick. It's going to be a penalty if that is considered a foul. And also, if it is a penalty, I think Santallan's going to take it, which I might change. Charrier's picked up a yellow card. It is Santallan, but I feel like it's too late to change it. I want Moreno taking it, but Santallan's literally there. He's literally there with the ball. So, I guess Santallan's taking it. Where are you going to put it? We've scored. I'll take it. We've scored. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to find an equaliser. We need to do this Rory Allen sub because he's just played awfully, hasn't he? Alan Roberts is going to come on and we'll do that. Darko as a box-to-box. Maybe we've been playing him out of position. We definitely haven't. He's definitely a right winger, but he doesn't seem to play well there. It looks like it is going to be a defeat against Wolves, but, we were poor. We were poor, but also good. We just didn't take our chances. We had 5 shots on target out of 13. 1 down, 2 more to go. We are going to come back on Monday the 2nd after Fulham play Brighton. If Brighton win, Fulham might be in a bit of a sticky situation because they can only get 6 points from their final 2 games of the season, and it means when we play our next match, which is also against Brighton, if we win, we are safe. Brighton won. Brighton beat Fulham. That is, I say it's huge. It's not huge. It doesn't really make too much of a difference because we still need to get a win in one of our final 2 games of the season. We have Brighton next. Brighton they can only finish 10th at the highest. They've got nothing to fight for. We need 1 more win and we remain a Premier League side. On the 7th of May, we have 2 huge relegation battle matches taking place. Brighton versus Dover, obviously, which we are in control of, and then Watford versus Fulham. If Fulham win, we have to beat Brighton if we want to stay in the league this match. If Fulham lose, it doesn't matter what happens against Brighton because we are going to be 4 points clear of Fulham and they just can't catch us up. Aston Villa Forest as well is also kind of a relegation scrap, but basically Forest, I think Forest might be down. Hold on. Forest aren't technically down. If they win both of their games, they'll be on 32 points, which means they need to win all of their games, hope Burnley lose all of their games, and also hope Fulham don't win any more games either. So technically they could stay up. They're not going to. Right, let's play Brighton, and let's keep a keen eye on what's going on in the Watford-Fulham game. A few changes for this game then. Pedicic in goal, Barton, Dijkstra, Charrier, and Cameron in defence. Elliott and Bean in midfield. Darko and Brynjarsen on the wings. Brynjarsen basically proved to me in that last match that he's actually quite good. It means Moreno does drop to the bench. We're also playing Wooten and Rory Allen up front because basically all of our strikers play badly, and I'm a sucker for a a good story. If Keith Wooten can score some goals and keep us in the league, that's great because he's the one and only good youth player we've ever had. So again, it is another match that appears to be on TV. I don't know whether the Fulham game, the Fulham-Watford game is also on TV, but we will keep an eye on what is going on that right-hand side. If we scroll down after Brighton probably take the lead here, hold on. I literally said after Brighton take the lead, and they do. We're 5 minutes in, we're 1-0 down. I've basically now become a Watford fan for the next 90 minutes of this match, haven't I? I feel like we're not going to get anything from Brighton. We just need to hope that Watford can get something against Fulham, and if they do, it doesn't matter. We can lose 63-0. But, yeah, I mean, Brighton are coming forward again with the ball. This is a worry. Breno to Anderson. Pedicic makes a pretty decent save there. 21 minutes. Watford-Fulham still 0-0. Brighton with another chance. They're battering us. What is going on here? Julio with the corner. It's towards the back post. Dabo heads it clean over the bar. It's a very powerful header, but it is over the bar. Burnley have taken the lead against Bournemouth. That's not ideal, because if Fulham do win, it means we are in the firing line to get ourselves in that relegation position. Barton to Wooten on the right-hand side. I didn't think Burnley were playing. Hold on, I'm confused. Dykstra with the ball. Cuts in towards the middle. Elliott lumps it forward. Finds Darko. 3 in the box. Hits the first man. Brynjarsson's closing it down but can't quite get there. Cameron goes for a run forward. Back to Charia. Now Elliott. Bean to Darko. Through ball to Rory Allen. Rory Allen has to score and Rory Allen does not miss. It is 1-1. We are back in the game. Watford-Fulham, still 0-0. I mean, I feel like Watford have just given up at this point. They've got nothing really to play for, have they? Half-time, it is 1-1. I mean, the media have given us credit. No, I'm not happy. You're losing and you're not playing very well. No changes at half-time. Wolves have taken the lead against Leicester. Not that that makes any difference to us anymore. Dabo's conceded a free kick. It's effectively a corner in a slightly better position, isn't it? Barton's going to take this then. Towards the back post. Keith's there. It fell on Keith's head and Keith missed it. Cameron with a throw. 53rd minute. Allen, the goal scorer, plays it back to Charia. We've got 3 yellow cards already. Keith needs to get on the end of that. He doesn't manage it. Vegas heads forward. Dabo on the left-hand side manages to just go straight past number 25. Julio in the area. Back post is Njoku. And Njoku makes it 2-1 to Brighton. And still, Watford-Fulham is 0-0. I mean, I don't know if Fulham are just defending well or Watford are just not trying to do anything and it's just going to be a boring 0-0 draw. Cameron's going for a run for us. If we can get a point, I will be happy with a point because it puts us in a reasonable position. Brynjarsson to Rory Allen, loses out. Terrible first touch from Rory Allen. And now Brighton not coming forward, actually. Brynjarsson, ball forward. Darko goes for a first-time shot. He's never going to score a goal like that, is he? I don't think he's scored on camera yet. Final 20 minutes. It is still 0-0 in the Watford game. And look at these numbers, eh? 6.4, 6.5, 6.4, 6.5, 6.3, 6.3. Right, let's do a whole bunch of changes. Moreno's going to come on up front, I think. No, he won't. He'll come on the left wing because we'll do that. We'll do that. There we go. And we will also do Connor Cameron, Duncan Elliott. Duncan Elliott for Robbie Finnegan. I'm not going to lie, I'm just a bit annoyed that Watford and Fulham is 0-0. I feel like that's going to end 0-0 and our hopes of anything. Does it matter? Do they need to win? If they need to win, it doesn't matter, surely. Cameron to Charia to Bean. If we can get a point and that ends in a draw as well, we are safe because it's 4 points gap. Santalan is in. Santalan scores. It is 2-2 with 10 minutes left to play. And that goal might have just secured us Premier League safety for another season, for a season. Our second season in the Premier League. Diallo's coming for a run with the ball for Brighton though. Left-hand side is Julio, controls it well, lumps it into the middle. Fabio Silva's there. 3-2. We have no hope of holding on to anything, do we, at the moment? What is going on? That was just direct football. Julio's on a 9.3 with 3 assists. That's insane. Moreno, what are you doing? Pay attention. Dabo with the ball. Aiden to Powell. If they manage to get themselves a 4th, we are not picking up any points here. Bogues to Aiden again. Back to Bogues, forward to Anderson. Tries to get some space. Aiden on the right-hand side. I feel like Brighton are getting a 4th, Crosses in. Julius there. He's deserved a goal. He's been the best player in the world, to be honest. Oh, and there's a highlight straight after the goal as well. Don't be 5. Don't be 5-2. I'm going to look at this Julio guy, and if he's not the best footballer I've ever seen, they're cheating. They're definitely cheating. Mamardashvili in goal for Brighton. Passing it around Vegas all the way back to Mamardashvili again. Easy for me to say, apparently. Finnegan heads forward to Bean in the middle. Moreno on the left. Lumps it upfield. Santalan's not going to get there. What is this highlight? This is another highlight where we're getting the ball to their goalkeeper a lot, but no one's actually having a shot. We're trying again. Allen on the left-hand side. Is he going to do anything? He does manage to control it eventually. Moreno plays it back to Bean. Through ball to Allen. Now Santalan's there again. It's 4-3, although the flag's gone up, so it might still be 4-2. They're saying Allen strayed offside. I'm not quite sure how or why. I mean, Allen, he's definitely onside there, and it's counted. It's 4-3. I've completely lost the fact that Watford are playing Fulham as well. It's still 0-0. I genuinely think we might be there on goal difference. I think our goal difference actually isn't particularly bad. We score a lot of goals. We also concede a fair few goals as well. So I'm hoping the goal difference is going to be too much to overturn. Pedicic is going for a run out of his area. It was a terrible pass. I don't know why he decided to do that. Brighton coming forward. We've got still 2 minutes and 15 seconds of injury time to play. Allen needs to get there. Doesn't manage it, but he's managed to get the ball from Santalan. Got no support. It's taken a deflection and it's almost found its way in the top corner. Right, so we've lost. I mean, I feel like we've had a much better performance and we still managed to concede 4 goals because the best footballer on the face of the earth, everybody, this is him. He's pretty good, isn't he? He's not amazing. Let's be honest, he's not amazing, but he is pretty good. What happened in the Fulham game? In the Fulham game, that's what we need to know. It's 0-0, and the goal difference is basically the same. Oh no. We have to go to the final game of the season and basically just better Fulham's result. If we lose and they lose, we need to lose by... No, well, they still need to win. Okay, get my head straight. We are still in the driving seat. A point will do it. Fulham needs to win their game and we need to lose. That's the only way it's going to change. This annoys me. Dover boss unwilling to experiment. Yes, we've lost some games, but we did play top of the table Chelsea. We played Spurs as well. Watford are a good team. We've just seen Watford are a good team because they drew 0-0 with Fulham. And we scored goals. We scored 4 goals in our last 2 games. Burnley at home. I thought we were playing Brentford. It's Burnley. Who are Fulham playing? Who are Fulham playing in the final game of the season? Be somebody really difficult. It's Man United. Oh, Manchester United might just do us a massive favour here. A final game of the season then. We just need to not lose. If we draw or win, we are fine. If United beat Fulham, we are fine. This is our starting lineup. Pedicic, Elliott, Machuca, Charia, Greg, Finnegan, Bean, Darko, Moreno, Santalan and Rory Allen. The usual suspects, apart from Elliott comes in, because if we scroll down, Barton, currently out suspended. But don't worry, he's joining on a free transfer, or permanent transfer at the end of the season, so he will be here next year. So before we do our kickoff, I've just seen in the team talk, we are the worst performing team in the league currently on form. We have the worst form in the league, and I've done nothing tactically to try and fix something. Finnegan crosses the ball in. Allen's there at the back post. It's 1-0. Are we actually staying in the Premier League? I mean, I know it's in our favour right now, particularly as we've taken the lead after just 3 minutes and about 15 seconds. Are we actually staying in the lead? We need to keep an eye on Fulham versus Man United as well, even though we're in the driving seat. We're actually moving up to 16th as well if we win this game, because it is 16th versus 17th. Bean with the ball, lumps it forward towards Darko. He's not going to get there first. Rory Allen's going to get the rebound. It is 2-0. Rory Allen has decided he's turned up and he wants to score some goals. Burnley now coming forward, potentially Bradford in the middle to Kamara. Now Omar Ragic, possibly could be his name. Kamara collects from the slide tackle. It's Darko's nicked that ball. Is it going to be 3? Are we going to see another Rory Allen hat-trick as well? Boller's going to go for a run. Bradford all the way back to the goalkeeper. Majecki, big kick over the halfway line. Straight to one of our players, and Pedicic has it in his hands. Highlight, realistically, guys, could have started from here, couldn't it? Charia to Greg. Forward to Bean. Now Moreno on that left-hand side. We need to really change our formation to get Moreno involved a bit more. Bean's just gone for a walk through absolutely everybody. Wasn't the best shot from the midfielder, but he still managed to do that. Majecki with a goal kick. Still 25 minutes. That is all we have played so far. Kamara to Mamani. Left-hand side tries to get it to Lambert, but can't manage it. Pedicic controls on his line. And was the highlight the fact that Pedicic controlled on his line, or is something actually going to happen? Bean lumps it forward. It's up there. Goalkeeper was well out of his penalty area, which I guess could be a good sign for us because they're playing a sweeper keeper. Santalan's going to get nowhere near that. What is this highlight? What is this? There's a goal, and here it is. Signorelli in on goal. Pedicic with a very good save. There isn't a goal. Unless it's going to come from the corner, which is obviously also an option. McNeil is still playing for Burnley, which is quite impressive. It's gone over everybody. Kamara's going to collect. I'm hoping that corner was just awful, and that's the highlight. That is. Also, Man United have taken the lead against Fulham, so regardless of what happens here, if it stays like that in London, we are staying up regardless. And we are going to have a very big summer because we need to do strengthening. We've got an average Premier League side. Let's be honest, we've got a below average Premier League side. We've got some very good standout players like your Rory Allens, your Santalands, I think are superb footballers. No one really is what you'd say would be able to get into most Premier League teams, and that's kind of what you need. Greg, forward to Moreno. Now Bean lumps it forward towards Santaland. He's not going to get there. It's back to the goalkeeper. Darko, go on Allen. Allen's there. Allen should have got his hat-trick. There's a lot going on in this match, and we're 2-0 up. I'm worried because if there's a lot of highlights, it means that Burnley could come back into this quite easily, particularly if they score just this highlight here. We might be going in at half-time, 2-1 up, instead of 2-0 up. Lambert with the ball, tries to cross it, can't manage to get it past the first man. Guinedo to Bradford, forward to McNeil on the right-hand side, and Lambert's effort is easily saved by Pedicic. Fulham have equalised against United. It's Jamie Donnelly, who I feel like scored against us as well. We are 2-0 up at half-time. Realistically, we could go defensive. And I don't like doing it, but it's kind of important. Right? I mean, I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be boring. But we are going to go for it. A 4-1-4-1, I think. And let's see what we can do with these players. Arguably that. I mean, yes, Darko and Moreno, not really. They're not really wide midfielders, are they? But we don't really have the option. They'll be able to play there. I want to see 0 highlights for this half. I want it to just end 2-0, and that's it. Fulham have taken the lead. Fulham are beating Man United. Are you actually joking? Bottom, well not bottom, 17th place Fulham, 18th place Fulham are beating Man United, who are struggling to get in Champions League places, I think. Bradford to McNeil. McNeil's curling effort finds the back of the net. This is a worry. Oh no. United need to equalise. United really need to find an equaliser, particularly if Fulham or Burnley are coming forward. Lambert with the ball, plays it back to Guinedo. Now Kamara crosses it to Bradford outside the area, hits the first man. We have no outlet. Because we are playing park the bus football, we have no attacking outlet. So if we do prevent an attack, it doesn't matter because the ball's going straight back towards us. I think I might need to change back to the 4-2-4, you know? I think I might need to do it, which is a worry. Because if we just concede 2 more goals, we are relegated. We're just holding out. We are just holding out. I'm not doing anything, which is arguably probably worse. Right, we are going to do Santalan for Brynjarsen, and then we can do that. I think that's a sensible move to make. Anything else? I mean, Elliott's playing poorly. Dijkstra's not very good as a right-back. We'll do it that way round. No, we don't take Cherry off. Jim Gregg for Geismeier. Potentially his last game as well, playing for the club. So if you ruin it, you're definitely going to be the scapegoat. Final 5 minutes of the match. We are still winning. Fulham are still winning as well. But hopefully it isn't going to matter. The full-time whistle goes, ref. We're still in the... We are still in the Premier League. We are still in the Premier League. Rory Allen and Finnegan. Was it Finnegan? It wasn't Finnegan. It was a double from Rory Allen, wasn't it? A double from Rory Allen. And we are remaining a Premier League team. This summer is going to be big. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to be big. That must be absolutely heartbreaking for Fulham. They beat Man United, which dropped United down from 4th into 5th. They needed to win. They did win, and they needed us to lose, but we managed to win the game. Rory Allen needs a statue of him built outside of our stadium. Speaking of which, can we have a new one? Can we have the Rory Allen Stadium? We're going to fly through the end of season awards because obviously this is probably a very long video. Signing of the season. I mean, a D for Moreno. I agree. Darko, a D. He was awful as well. Jim Gregg, an E. We did some terrible transfer business, apparently. Absolutely terrible transfer business. Fs all over the shop. E's and Fs. Nobody was good. Are they actually saying a D-rated Moreno was our signing of the season? Doesn't matter though, does it? It really doesn't matter because we are still in the Premier League. FA Cup, we got knocked out by Chelsea. Carabao Cup, we got knocked out by Watford on penalties. We need to care about cup competitions at some point, don't we? Financially, obviously, we've earned a lot more money. We've gone up from 2.8 million to 91 million. So, yeah, there's a fair increase there. We've also got about £10 million from prize money. We've doubled our corporate and hospitality. Bit more sponsorship as well. In the summer, we need Darko to start, I don't know, learning how to talk to his teammates or something, because he doesn't seem to want to be involved with anything. How did we line up? I mean, it's our usual lineup, but when you look at some of the match ratings, the average ratings, Dean Laird gets a 6.61. Somehow Dean Laird's even in there. Darko a 6.76. Bean at 6.73. Greg Machuca just in the 6.7s as well. We need to be able to get better performances out of some of these players. Basically, Alan and Santalan kept us in the league. Probably a bit harsh on some of the other players, but they're the only ones really scoring the goals. Bunch of awards for you as well. It looks like Rory Allen picks up most things. Barton is our young player of the season and goal of the season. Song of the season, as we know, goes to Moreno, which I feel like is a consolation prize because he wasn't very good, was he? And the board just want us to fight bravely. That's all they're after. Fight bravely and just remain in the Premier League. That's fine. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fight bravely. And now I'm going to tell the team we're going to fight bravely. We're good enough to not be relegated next season, and that'll be our target. They're good. They're happy with that. I like it. We'll talk about promises when we come back. And by which I mean we won't talk about any promises. We also get to pick ourselves a training camp destination, which I feel like we should go somewhere. I mean, let's go to USA. Let's go to America. Oh my word. Oh my word, I was not expecting this. I've just ignored the budgets thing because I've just seen the board plan to build a new stadium. What does this mean? I mean, I guess it's just in the planning stages. There's nothing happening just yet, but we're building a stadium. I mean, sure. And also, I mean, they've cancelled that, which I guess makes sense because why waste money on expanding a stadium we're only going to be in for potentially a season? £51 million. That's not a huge amount of money, is it? But we do have assets to sell, so maybe that is something we look at in the summer as well, trying to shift on some of the players who, let's be honest, aren't good enough for the Premier League. Your Theo Corbenos, your Paul Searles, arguably some of our starting 11 from this season as well maybe should be shifted on. But that is going to do it for our first season in the Premier League. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we'll be back for our second season in the Premier League. And we have to be aiming for lower mid-table, 10th to 14th. That's where we want to be finishing next season. And then the season after that is 10th to 7th. Season after that, 7th to 4th. Season after that, champions. That's exactly how it's going to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our second season in the Premier League.